Explorers, and welcome back to Piff Explores. This week I'm explaining what I do to stay the safest I can when I'm out by myself.
Well, you ain't got no money. You got
So, as I've mentioned before, I've spent a lot of time hiking alone. And as my mom would say, it's a bad idea. I also listen to a lot of true crime, and there are all of these things that are like, stay out of the woods and fresh air is for dead people. But clearly, I like going outside. So what can we do to keep ourselves as safe as we can when we go outside? So the first thing that you should always do is have a call out. You should always tell somebody where you're going, how long you expect to be gone, and when you should be back. And check in with that person when you're done so that they know you're safe. This way, if something does happen to you, rescuers and search parties know where to start. The second thing that I personally do, and this is just when I'm hiking, is I wear a knife around my neck. Now, I've never had to use this, but it does make me feel safer, and it's just kind of a visual warning in case somebody tries to mess with me that I do have something to protect myself with. And it does make all of my family and friends feel better because it did happen to be a gift from my father. The third thing that I do to help mitigate risk when I'm outside by myself is to take into account where I'm going. So pretty much all of the solo hikes I've done have been at Carter Cave State Resort Park. I've spent so much time at that state park. I'm very familiar with it. I'm also really familiar with the staff there. And I know that if I ever needed anything, I could ask one of them and I would be helped almost immediately. I also typically choose places where I know I'm going to have cell phone reception so that if I need something or if I fall or if I get hurt, I can very easily call for help. Not saying that you should never go somewhere without cell phone reception, but if you're adventuring by yourself, it is wise to have some way to contact people for help, whether that is just having cell phone reception or a Garmin InReach or a Spot. All of those things are great tools to carry with you so that you can help mitigate some personal risk. The fourth thing that I do is I'm a little over prepared. When I was hiking by myself, I was carrying enough supplies to stay out in the wilderness for like 4 days easily. And part of that was because I was training for a longer hike. And so I needed something for weight, so might as well just fill it with gear. And the other thing is, I knew that if something happened, like the weather got really bad and I didn't feel like I could safely make it to my car, or I got lost or anything, I would be able to set up a tent and have a safe, warm shelter for as long as I needed to have it. Now, this isn't always feasible. You don't always have to be carrying 30 pounds of stuff, but carrying extra stuff, so maybe carrying a water filter instead of just a bottle of water, or carrying tons of extra food, whatever you need to do to help make yourself feel safer. And the fifth thing that I try to practice when I'm out by myself is being very aware of my surroundings. So I never hike with headphones or earbuds in because I want to be able to hear things around me. And this doesn't just go for like crazy people that might be on the trail, but it helps make me aware of the wildlife that I'm seeing. And it kind of enhances the entire purpose that I'm out there for, which is to enjoy nature. I'm not out there to like listen to the Sixth Musical again. I do that at home. So keeping my headphones out, being aware of my surroundings. So obviously, no matter how prepared you are, you can be the most highly trained person, have everything you could possibly need, and still get into a situation that you're not prepared for. And this is not intended to mitigate every possible risk you could have, but these are just some things that I do to help not only feel safer, but also be safer and make my family a little more comfortable with the fact that sometimes I'm outside by myself. So what do you guys do to help make yourself, your families, your friends feel safer with you adventuring or traveling? Let me know in the comments below. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We are on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and we will see you next week. Bye, guys.